Like, come on. I just got hit with that electricity. I'm just telling you where the electricity comes from. It hits my core. That is core peak. Ugh. It was a spark throughout the whole thing. It was electric the whole time. It never wasted a frame. It never wasted your time with dialogue. It let you know instantly, like, this was going to be different. And from that second half, the conversation, like everything. But when the second half starts, it says, yeah, no, let me show you where we're at. And it kicks off and doesn't stop till literally the end. Something amazing just happened. The perfect storm that gives you a jolt of electricity and lets you know, like, art is human. It's in this world. You're in this world with it. And it's something I've only felt a few times in my life with a few series, mostly manga, 100% all manga and anime. And I had that feeling again in one of the series that's done it before, that awakening something in me. And this arc where JJK season 3 episode 4 really hit on perfect preparation, whatever it is, the arc where Maki is awakened, the already peak moment in the manga that has followed up already, Shibuya, which was a peak moment, to then hit us in this lull with one of the greatest awakenings in anime, or in manga, the intro into an arc, I guess. Maki's awakening is just, it was already perfect, but what makes this a perfect storm, because of the format and the deadline of manga, the art in the manga was not fully completed. You could get the full scene. It also had, like, I don't know, something when it's an incomplete manga to me, it just teaches you you're, like, alive. Like, these people are alive, bro. Like, they live in the world, and we look at these mangas and we're like, this is perfect, but, like, this is humans. And when you don't get, like, a completed manga, it just, like, I don't know, it's something that really does, like, I love, honestly. This is a perfect storm even in my life, where, like, I challenged myself to get out a video. We got 10 likes on the last video. So I had a video prepared, but I go to therapy. And, shout out to men who go to therapy. It's good for you. You need it. Shout out to men continually. It's not just fix all. Continued therapy, because there's moments, man, where you just, like, talk about nothing, but you get something. And, like, I realized I didn't want to put out the video I created. Even no one saw it, literally. But I put it out. Put out the video, and then I privatized it because, like, it's not how I wanted to communicate. It's a way I've fallen back into communicating, and I wanted to lean into something else, lean into more inspiration, more wonder. And then I get JJK season 3, Perfect Preparation. That's a moment, like, that lets you know you're human. It's one of those peak moments that needs to be remembered, archived, put into a museum, and appreciated as any masterpiece they put in museums are respected. This needs that type of respect. There's an electricity that goes through your body, and it's like, holy shit, this is, like, what the medium can be. Like, this is like a manga or an anime, like, grips your soul. The series had great stories no matter what, and GOJO really led that, like, that energy. He really gave the, like, him. And then Toji introduced, when you knew you saw the spark of the series just, like, take off at that point. It was kind of, and you knew it because Gege would keep going back to it. So to get to Maki, where she survived Shibuya, which I loved, and then to have this, like, moment before the energy really kicks off again. But in the manga, this is what makes the anime art, where art is all about timing. Art is about the moment. Art is about not just representation, especially in an adaptation. Art is something you dream of. And when a manga has an incomplete chapter and it gives a chance for an anime to do what it's meant to do and bring something to life. And for me, this is one of those moments in anime that I put I haven't even gotten into 10 yet, where it's like, I think I've gone into 5 today. These moments where it's like, yeah. And I'll say the inspiration it pulls from in movie aspects is one of the only type of movies I've watched as a kid that like made watching movies worth it for me. I'm an action boy. Cartoons, comedy, but I'm not a drama kid. So the movie it pulls from in this anime, and then the only spoiler I'll say is it pulls from another anime that's always been a part of my life. Something as a 30-year-old whose brother is 4 years older than you, so he's learning about anime online because of Toonami, but going further. So I get to go further when I'm probably 11, 12, and whenever you get to middle school is when I started reading manga. And for me, one of those mangas that I read is One Piece. And it's because it had the most impactful punches in manga or a story I've read in a picture in an anime. And I believe there's aspects of that in this episode. And I don't want to give the spoiler away, but it pulls from a time when the Maki's ending or, the punch she did. It's something where, artists study other artists and they create their own thing. And how many artists touch this and, me know that, my inspirations, my peaks, my things that, seriously, keep you going, teaches me I'm human in a aspect others can't imagine. They let me know those moments matter in my life. And JJK season 3 episode Perfect Preparation, it's peak. And I believe if you've ever watched an action as visceral as a Quentin Tarantino movie, if you like movies like Sinners, that type of energy, you need to watch this episode. Nah, man. Peak. Watch the episode even if you don't know JJK. If you just love art in general, if you like action art with the touch of a woman, that type of anime where it feels like this has been touched by a woman in a great way, and it's Maki's Awakening. That is a moment that needs to be put into a museum. You collect the manga, show the pages that weren't completed but built the picture, and then have the anime in the background. It understands the economy of the time it had in the anime. I don't even know what budget means. It was a spark throughout the whole thing. It was electric the whole time. It never wasted a frame. It never wasted your time with dialogue. It lets you know instantly this was gonna be different. And from that second half, the conversation, everything, but when the second half starts, it says, yeah, no, let me show you where we're at, and it kicks off and doesn't stop till literally the end. And even when it's giving you the slowdown, it's still it's that breath while you're calming down, still being elevated, it's meditation. That's V peak. I say this wholeheartedly. If you've never watched anime, if you know action, a story that a visceral story that's made to God. If you know that feeling, bro, this is something you can watch. JJK. Oh my God, thank you. Peak shit. Peak.